Huh? What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn, and I know you want to be a podcaster. You want a successful podcast. You want to give your views and opinions, but you just don't know how to do it correctly. That's why you got to hit up ShawnyScott.com. You want to be on radio, and you want to know how to build your radio career. ShawnyScott.com. She's done all of this. I've worked alongside her for years, and I will tell you the information that she can give you is on a value level that I can't even put a price on it. All you have to do is go to ShawnyScott.com. Your future, right now. That's it. It's Michael Shawn. Yeah.
Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm going to tap in for sure.
Tap in.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. It's Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends. We done made it to another Monday, and we have the pleasure of having the return of Sexy Mo to Michael Shawn and the TakeOver.
Mo's back. Mo's back.
Sexy Mo is back.
Please,
all glowed out, brown and glowy. I don't know what's going on with my live on Instagram. Like, I can go to live, but they switched something up. Has anybody else's phone switched up? Well, Jay, like, you don't even count. You don't count that as a phone. That's like.
Well, my phone is crashed, so I can't even.
Like, I can get to live, but then you know how you press the button. There's a button missing. Like, I don't know what's going on right now.
Did you do an update on your phone or something?
Wait a second. Is this right here?
Yeah, my phone. Look.
That ain't doing nothing.
I don't want to talk about. I'm having a problem with Apple right now.
That is hilarious. I can't get. Okay, there it is. Here we go. All right, everybody, how was your weekend? We'll start with Jay Black and his wifey were trying to act all cute and shit this week.
Oh, yeah.
They were trying to act all cute. Matter of fact, Lady Q is banned from busting in the room during the show because y'all can't be all lovey-dovey all weekend and be busting in the room. Matter of fact, we might make it. She might have to kiss him. Whatever. So what happened, Jay Black? What was going on?
No, we just a couple little things. Just wanted to get out for the weekend. A couple things. The wedding was, of course, a nice little touchment to her.
Who got married?
It was somebody who used to work for me. And they kept in touch, and we was cool like that.
Wait. They used to work for you, and they still cool with you?
Yeah. It's certain, yes.
And they're still cool with you.
Yes.
Wow,
it's a small portion of people that
still
when we rock together, we rock hard. Yes. And then the other 90% don't count. But no, she got married, and it was.
And it was the she too.
Yeah, and it was like a proud moment because like when you see somebody grow up and get older, then they move on. Felt like a proud papa moment a little bit.
Look at you getting older. Shit. Look at you clapping up and getting older. Shit. There you go, Jay. They was taking pictures up. He downplayed it. They was taking all time. Did y'all see it did y'all check out his Instagram?
Yeah, I'm actually about to put it up.
I don't be on IG like that no more. I gotta probably start posting more again.
What do you mean posting more?
You
did a photo. You did a photo shoot with you and the wife.
I didn't post. I didn't post a thing, to be honest. That was Lady Q.
That was her posting it.
Oh, yeah, that's her post.
Everything.
Yeah.
She posts when she wake up. She just with her thoughts. She posts all the time. But no, that was all her. But it was good to get out though.
And wait a minute, I gotta put it up here.
Yeah, put that picture up there.
Come on, Tam.
It was like in one of them oversized chairs.
Yeah.
They were like in a big chair, so you look little.
All the cuteness.
Yeah, it was all. It was sickening. It was sickening.
God.
It wasn't sickening.
It was sickening. It was all this
J
cuteness.
Black doesn't do mushy well.
I don't do
I
the
need to
mushy
see
one. I
it. I
don't.
need to see it.
I had
Okay, wait a minute,
I had
I'm
a couple
getting
drinks
up
in me.
there.
That's why I took the pictures. You know, sometimes that liquor.
Yeah, you had a little liquor in you because you was holding hands the whole nine. I was like, what the fuck?
She did. She had me holding hands. Yes.
I damn
We
near
must
thought
have
y'all was
been a
gonna do a little
lucky
kissing
night.
picture.
Shut up.
I did they?
Look.
Oh, look
Look
at
at that cute bitch. Look at that.
I was saying.
Look, I'm hating right now. Look at the bullshit.
Yeah, look.
Fuck black love. Look at this.
Black love. You
Y'all
stupid.
look cute.
What is that? No, y'all look nice. Y'all look nice.
Oh,
Wait, look at the picture. Look at the TV.
Look,
All
look.
right.
Look at the bullshit.
All
Look at the
right.
bullshit. Stacey even said, look at the bullshit.
Yeah. I saw Stacey like
That's
like
my
the picture.
favorite one right
Good to
there.
see you, Tam. Y'all are cute.
All right, let me tell you something about Jay Black. I don't care what the function is. Because you look nice, Jay. Y'all both look very nice. I don't care what the function is. If Jay has to get dressed up, it's going to be in all black. He's at a funeral no matter where he goes.
All black. He's always all
no
black.
matter where he goes. He's a mafia boss no matter where he goes. But you look good. I'm not saying you don't look good. You look good.
If it wasn't for helping Lady Q and always, promoting her clothing line, website and stuff, I usually don't wear bright colors like
Thank
this.
God Lady Q put some color to it.
Yes.
God, man, y'all like y'all was bringing doom to the wedding. But y'all look nice. We gonna save Shani because Shani be full of shit. Listen, she be on some shit lately. Like all of a sudden, all of a sudden I leave from Dallas and we get all right. Mo, how was your week? How's your week been, Mo? How have you been? How's everything going?
I am wrapping up scholarship. I gave out $16,000 this year.
Oh, whoa.
So I'm excited for this week because I'm going.
How'd you give out $16,000? How does that work? That you giving out $16,000?
Organization.
Through the organization.
Oh, okay.
So,
let's clear it up because I want to say because you kind of stunned a little bit. You kind of stunned.
And
I donated 16.
I just gave $16,000 for a scholarship. But y'all,
I say me because I am the second vice president and that's my job. And so sometimes I take ownership, but definitely an organization thing. And I'm excited because the students don't know and they find out this week that they got some change aid coming their way. And so I'm excited.
Oh, so okay, all right, congratulations. That was like two quick little flexes. One was the 16,000. The second one was I'm the vice president of this thing. Okay, all right, no, I ain't mad at you. If I was the vice president of anything, I'd say that all the goddamn.
And they can use that money for whatever they want, or they have to use it for school.
So it goes to the school. The check goes to the school, but you know how refunds work. Anybody who's went to school, like if you got a full scholarship and money come into your account, you get those refunds. So, there's no discretionary on how they use it once it hits their account. They can use it for books. They could use it towards their tuition. However,
just don't use it for hair. Don't use it
for bundles.
You don't use it for bundles.
Our account, we don't have any control over that. But I'm pretty sure that along the way, I've paid for some nails and some bundles.
Yeah, come on, y'all. Now, this just for ladies? It's scholarships are just for the ladies? No,
it's for men and women. I gave away $3,000 to two students for autism.
Okay.
In Philadelphia, one's going to Westchester University, the other one's going to Mansfield. Both are in Pennsylvania. So this has been an exciting weekend for me.
All right. Now that's productive. that is productive stuff. I'm very impressed. I ain't got nothing productive. We should talk to Shani, but what'd you do this weekend, Shawn? What'd you do?
I did a lot. So this weekend, there was this 3-on-3 basketball tournament that I went to. I attended because was DJing there. It was a wheelchair basketball 3-on-3 tournament, and they gave away I think first place got 9,000, second place got first place got 9,000, second place got 6,000, and then it was 3,000 and whatnot. But these,
can you get on my IG live? Can you get on my IG live? Go ahead, keep going. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know because my phone been having issues.
Oh, your phone's been having issues because okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
So the winning team won how much? The winning team won how much?
The winning team won 9,000. So I think the guys in the white there are the ones that won.
Okay.
Yeah, because those are the younger ones. So we did that, slow DJ'd that. So that was cool.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like intense and it's crazy.
How do they not bump into each other? Look like they're gonna
They do bump into each other. That's how they stop each other.
It's basketball. They still boxing out.
That's
ain't
how
that
they
a
stop
foul?
each
Like
other.
you can't hit my. Ain't that a foul? Gotta be a foul.
Well, it's a way that they do it. It's a certain way. If they do it a certain way, then it's a foul. But no, they take those like the wheels on those chairs kind of sit out a little. So it's
You gotta
different
box
and
out
now
for the
they move.
rebound.
And see, like and they fall, they get back up.
They fall
They
out
just
the
pop back up.
wheelchairs.
Yeah, they fall.
Yeah, of course they fall. It's basketball. What do you think?
Yeah, they fall.
I need to watch a game. I need to watch because this is
back up.
interesting to me.
That's very physical. Like that's like a lot of physical contact.
It is. So it is a lot of physical contact. They work really hard. The older guys make the younger ones work harder. It's crazy. But and then some of them, like everybody, well, like you will see some of them with legs in the chair, but some of them are the amputee legs. They're not, they put them back on or they take them off while they play. They strap themselves in the chair. But no, they fall. They get back up. They pop right back up.
Mo, can you get on? Will you be able to get on IG?
Help them get back up, or
you cannot
do it on their own?
I cannot. I don't.
No, they get back up on their own. Like, and then if they're in an eye position, then somebody else will roll over to them and they'll pull up on the chair. Because you got to think about their upper body strength is real strong. Like they're really strong on top. So yeah, they could just like push themselves up and they just pop up. And then some of them that have like the one leg, they just stand up on their leg. You know,
it's basketball. That's all it just.
I need to get out. I need to watch. I never saw. I know it's Olympic because I know Slow got the gold medal. He did the Olympics. I never watched a wheelchair basketball game, to be honest. So I'm thinking, wait, they classed you. That's a foul. You blocked me. I'm trying to dribble.
No,
I'm very intrigued. I'm gonna go to YouTube and watch some clips now. Yeah, that's dope.
You can watch him play in the Olympics. It's on there. Look for the Toronto 20. I can't remember what year, but whenever it was in Toronto.
A lot of upper body strength.
Yeah, like they're really strong.
I'm pretty sure they have to condition a lot like for upper body. That's
that's right.
Nikki White Chocolate, real quick, Mo said her daughter used all the scholarship money for tattoos. You gotta be fucking kidding me, Nikki.
Once it leave my hands,
you gotta be kidding. Would you get a tattoo of a textbook? Like what what are we doing?
Once it leave my hands, I don't have nothing to do with it.
Nikki White Chocolate. You married, Shani? You married?
And well, no, I'm not. But the other thing.
Okay, you married, Shani? I'm gonna ask you again. You married? Did you secretly get married this weekend, Shani?
My wife told me.
Wait a minute. I got one more thing I got to say.
I don't care. I don't care what you got to say. What is this? What is this? Oh, you got to promote. Oh, we can promote. You can keep that up. How did you get married?
Listen, we lost Cray last week, so tomorrow.
Oh, I'm sorry. So, okay, my bad. Go ahead.
So this was the other thing that we worked on this weekend. So tomorrow, if you're in Dallas, you come out to 3D Daiquiri Lounge. We're gonna have a little memorial service for Cray and his wife / girlfriend. Will be there. So we just asking everybody to come out and show her some support.
We saw all prayers go out to the family, her, and please, y'all, please go out there and support and celebrate in that memory. And that's such a tragedy. So we definitely something definitely serious. And
tomorrow we'll do the tribute to him because we have some footage of him. He did a lot of footage for us.
I did an interview, right?
And you did an interview with him. So yeah, we're compiling that. Bink and I talked about that last week. So we're compiling all that, and we're gonna run a little a tribute to Cray. So we miss Cray a lot.
That's absolutely sad, and it's been happening. And please, everybody, I know I'm the last person. I just got my health insurance. Right, I just got it. So please go get yourself checked out. And I am getting blood work done, my situation. So please, y'all, because people are passing away, and we don't need anything that could be prevented. I don't know how it actually happened. I don't know if it was a heart attack or whatever, but I'm just saying, just on GP, everybody, especially Jay Black, who eats bacon every single morning.
Health is wealth.
Yeah.
And won't stop eating bacon every single morning.
Every time I hear that about Jay Black, it takes a second off my life because I stress.
I do
know, right?
I do other things to try
All
to
the
offset
time. I
it.
stress about Jay Black's eating.
Every morning bacon. Like who does that? Who does every morning bacon? Dog? Who does? And he smokes a cigarette afterwards.
What? No,
What?
I don't smoke. Y'all know damn well
That's what scares
I
me.
don't smoke.
You don't need
Cigarettes
cigarettes.
is trash.
He smokes a
No, it's
cigarette
trash. No, I'm
and
good.
chugs a Budweiser. And he does that all in the morning. So I don't make sense.
Congratulations,
Oh,
Shani.
congratulations.
Shani, why would
Because Lady Q told
Shani.
me. She told
Lady
me.
Q
Shani,
told us Shani got married.
What?
and I was
I
like,
did not get
really?
married.
That's
You
what we doing,
snuck.
surprise wedding.
You snuck and got married. Is that what happened?
Ain't no, is that
Boy, that
didn't
pause.
know
That
that. I
pause
didn't know
is
that.
vicious. That's disrespectful.
I mean, I should have
I
knew something
mean,
when she was talking about if she lost slow, how she'd be devastated and
Yeah,
be
she
that
said if she
heartbroken.
lost
I
him,
was like,
she
they
would be
just met each
devastated
other.
for
Who
Friday.
knew they was planning a freaking
oh,
wedding?
Lord.
Who
Well,
knew? I don't even want to talk about
I
it
mean,
like that, to be
we,
honest. I'm trying to act like
you
I
know,
don't care.
Bro, you weren't here. So Friday we
I
said,
have not been here. Like,
yeah,
this
okay.
is a lot.
No, Friday we were talking about heartbreak, right? And how
Okay.
is that weird, that weird
Mhm.
feeling that you really can't describe. And me
Mhm.
and Jay were like, when you go through it, it's like, it's hurtful. Shorty said she had never been through the shit. She said she ain't never listened to a slow song after a relationship was broken up. She said when it was done,
it's done.
except if it happened in her
Except for-
current relationship. She said if it happened in her current relationship, then she would be heartbroken.
She could be that heartbroken that she could move on to
Right,
greater
but that-
pastures if
That
they
means
wouldn't
that Shani is in love.
love.
Like,
So,
But
still love.
Yeah,
yeah, but
love.
then I thought about it. I don't think I'd be on the floor either.
You don't
But
think
no,
you'd
I
be
ain't
what?
get married. I don't.
So
I
what?
don't think
So
I'd
what
be
did
on
Lady
the
Q hear?
Lady Q told me
I
that Shani,
don't
it
know.
was a
I ain't
surprise
talked
wedding.
to Lady Q this.
Well, Lady
I
Q
did
be
not
Bible.
talk
And
to
I'm-
Lady Q this week.
Well, how
Maybe
would she
was
know?
talking about. Maybe she was talking about the wedding y'all went to.
No,
She
no.
would not do
I-
that without
I know
inviting me. That's what I said, actually.
Listen,
Shani got
I
married.
didn't-
I
Look,
would like to think that I would
Shani
be
got
an
married.
invitee. So I'm just trying
No
to figure
ring.
out.
No, I
She
didn't
would
get
not do
married.
that
I
without
didn't.
her.
And she
I
said it
didn't.
was a surprise wedding.
A
At
surprise
that,
I had a
I guess
surprise
it wasn't even,
wedding over
and
the
it was,
weekend.
yeah, I guess it wasn't advertised. You didn't tell people. That's all
Well,
I
you
know.
know, if I got married, I probably wouldn't tell people until afterwards.
Why
Yeah.
would you do that? Like, why would you do that?
I mean, because the wedding is us. It's just us. We don't need everybody there. It needs to be us and make sure that this is what we're gonna do and what we want to do. We don't need a whole bunch of people to celebrate. We can celebrate after the fact, after we do it.
He's telling me, okay,
I
yeah.
need to
That's,
see you get
well,
married.
Tam, y'all didn't get the memo, Tam.
I just know there was a
Oh,
thread.
man.
There was
I
a
need to be
text
in the
thread.
corner, holding a flower, something, throwing some
Well-
petals over y'all, something. I need to be there.
That's the title of the show. Jay,
Yep,
that's
yep.
the title,
That's the title of the show, damn it.
Shani got married.
I couldn't
Oh,
believe it. I'm being honest. When she first said
I
it,
can't believe it either.
it was I felt the disrespect because I'm like, here we go again. Once again,
But why do
people
I
not telling
have
me
to
something.
tell? Why I got to tell what's going on in my
There's
personal
certain
life
things
here?
in people's lives that you have to share.
Yeah.
They're
But
just
why
certain
do I-
things.
Why do I have to share
No, you
my
have to share
most
that.
intimate moments with y'all?
It's because you act like we a part of you and your
Yes.
in your
Yeah, you tell
squad
us
and your
everything else.
team.
Oh, so it's okay to tell us, about family and kids, but when it comes to the shit with you and your man, all of a sudden now it's top.
And that's off limits.
That's off limits all of a sudden.
Look, and
I
Mark
mean,
said
but
he
if-
needed to be the photographer. He should have been told.
But
He could have captured the moments. Yeah, Mark.
we got memories of our weekend. We have all kinds of memories of our weekend.
Memories of your weekend.
Yeah.
I need to be there.
I'm
to
starting
capture
to
it.
think there's some validity to the marriage
Yeah.
thing. Because you said
had-
pictures.
Yeah, because we
Well,
love you,
nah,
Shorty.
we
That's
didn't
what
take-
Nikki said.
We ain't take no pictures. No, we don't take no pictures.
Hmm.
I mean, well, we
Yeah.
do take pictures, but we keep our pictures, there for
Supposed to
us.
be
And then
family.
eventually we let them out.
You're supposed to be
Slowly but
family.
surely. We are family.
Supposed to be.
So you tell me everything, Jay.
And then
you tell
my
me
wife
everything,
tell me
Jay.
Shani freaking got married, and then I'm supposed to be okay with this.
Yeah,
I'm supposed to find out.
You're supposed to be happy for me, whatever decisions I make. Remember, you
after
like,
I get over,
you ain't gonna have no man. You gonna be single your whole life.
Didn't nobody say that?
Well, Jay said that.
I wasn't sure when she was going through a lot of them dating apps. I wasn't sure what was going on them dating apps and her putting gasoline on people in the back in the day to the ponchos.
I might put gasoline on somebody today. You know, you never know.
Yo, what's that thing called when you got a headache, but it's just like somebody giving you a headache, but it's just over your right eye? Why is Shawn you give me a headache over my right eye? Like, how you really gonna try and justification of getting married, and you gonna try and say that you ain't gotta tell nobody?
But
you really believe that?
But for real, like I ain't get married. I ain't get married.
So why would Lady Q make this up?
Who got married?
I don't know. Lady Q was probably drinking too much at that wedding y'all was at. That's what
she was drinking.
She got that mixed up. It wasn't me. It was the other Shani.
Shawnee, you're not gonna get married.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Who's the other Shawnee?
Shawnee from Basketball Wives. I've never been on Basketball Wives. Wasn't me.
Shani O'Neal, Shaq Shani.
Oh,
that ain't me.
Nice.
Really, Lady Q? That's what you do? Lady Q thinks she's funny too.
That is not me. I mean, you know.
Okay.
I think she from Houston like me, but I'm not. It wasn't me.
I ain't got my glasses on. I can't really see dude from a distance. I thought,
pastor.
I thought she married.
He's a pastor.
Did she marry Common? I'm
don't
blind.
look like Common. You just saying that because he bald.
He bald-headed.
He bald. But she look happy. She looks good.
Yes.
But yeah, no, Shawnee Scott did not get married. Shawnee Scott is still Shawnee Scott.
Shawnee, don't get married and don't tell nobody.
Yeah, I think the whole point. We still on that. The fact that you actually just say you ain't got to tell nobody if you get married, like you just gonna get married.
I ain't got to tell nobody.
I legit got in my feelings. I thought she saw a post or something. She said, "Shani, she got married. She did a surprise wedding. No one knew." But I said, "Really?" I really got deep in my feelings and zoned out. And never went to find out what Shani, because I'm just, why would she just out of nowhere tell me Shani got married and it was a surprise wedding? And I'm thinking like, wow, that's what
y'all doing? On IG. Listen, I can't get everybody else on IG because Jay Black doesn't even have a cell phone. He has Android, whatever that is.
My phone will work. I'm gonna try.
Mo said her phone. What's wrong with your phone?
I disconnected Instagram for the month of May off of my phone, and so I got to put it back on.
What happened with your Instagram that you had to disconnect?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
What happened to your Instagram that you had to disconnect your Instagram? Did something?
I just had, I had to.
You just had to shut it off.
Decompose.
Shut everything down.
Decompose. I think it's decompress.
Decompress.
Yeah, I don't think it's decompose.
She said decompose.
Word.
Motherfucker said decompose. Like you came back with no cheekbone.
Okay.
Good word, J Black. Yes, I had to decompress.
At least get Shorty Scott on this joint.
Okay. Is this the research department?
That's Sequisa.
Sequisa still ain't. She's still just a Facebook user now. Sequisa, when you gonna fix this shit? I need to see your name. Did Shawnee O'Neal get married to Keon Henderson? Who's that?
Yes, that's his name. Pastor. I think he's Pastor Keon something.
Yeah, he's a pastor.
These chicks be marrying pastors like they ain't gonna cheat. The couple married on Saturday, May 28th at the beautiful Aurora Angula. Is that Angula? Did I say that right?
Angela
Resort?
Yeah.
No.
Angela.
Well, I need my glasses. I can't see shit. Oh, I'm gonna tell you how blind I am in a second. Shaquille O'Neal's ex-wife, Shawnee O'Neal, on BET breaks in. Okay, 2 days ago.
So wait, she gonna keep Shaq's name because that's important.
I mean, that's her work name. She'll probably use it for the purpose of work.
Yeah, I'm sure he.
So wait, you think he's gonna be okay with her having Shaq's last name and that's his
might
new
just
boo
go
name?
by Shawnee now.
It's a work name. I mean, what?
I
ain't changing my work name.
No, do you think if I would have married Tori Hart, I would give a damn that she keeps that name Hart as long as them checks keep coming in?
Yeah, it's like that's just her work
give
name.
I might take the name.
It's business.
And then
No,
who
but I
says
guess-
that who says she's gonna change her name? Because when you got to change your name, that's a lot. Ooh, that's a lot to go through
But
all of
I'm
that
a
to
lot.
change your
You
name
married to
on
me now.
all
I'm
that.
a lot.
You think Jennifer Lopez is really going to change her name to Jennifer Affleck?
No.
Like after when she gets married to Ben, when they get married?
Lopez Affleck, like
No, it's a brand. It's a brand. Black. She's not doing that. It's a brand.
And
And
she's
he
gonna say her
understands.
kids. Oh, my kids got that name. I want to match when we in school.
Yeah, I want to match my kids. Yeah, I mean, why I got to change my name? If I say I do, then it is what it is. But you ain't got to change
That's
your
not.
name.
That's
all
for
that.
me. Call me petty, but that would be a non-negotiable thing. I need you to know
Well, you got a whole bunch of non-negotiables over there, so you can deal with somebody not wanting to change their name. That's simple.
I
Motherfucker, breathing on Tuesdays without a permission slip is a condition with your man.
Yes, it is.
No, but that's a non-negotiable. We ain't never
that's
called
too
Kim
much.
Kardashian Kim West. She was always Kim Kardashian.
No, it was Kardashian West.
We never
but
said
it was
West.
still Kardashian.
It was still Kardashian. If your last name is bringing checks in, like listen, I would love you to have my last name. I'm not saying I don't want you to have my last name. I would love you to have, but if that last name equates to checks coming into this house to add to my car collection, we are all good.
But where's the level of respect for you as a man? That's your wife don't got you like that's.
She is
I don't
in
know.
entertainment.
Maybe
She's in
Maybe it's
entertainment,
me.
and he understands that. He understands it's a brand. He understands that is how she feeds the family. And she keeps things
So
going.
you can't feed the family if you got my last name?
No, because I got the rebrand. Don't nobody know your last name. Your last name ain't what made this. My last name made this. I made this. Don't nobody know you. They know you because of me. I put you on.
And we can start all this woman. We can stop all this woman empowerment shit. The real shit is she don't want to piss Shaq off because she knows Shaq still taking it. Shaq made the comment. He's still taking care of her no matter what. Yeah. And he said in the interview,
going to be around. That's what he's saying. Basically,
he said
that's not what he was.
That's not what he said. He said my responsibilities are the two ladies who are the children of my kids, and I will always take care of them no matter what relationship they're in. So Shawnee's probably like, why would I even want to fuck around? And I still got all these kids and piss him off. Why?
I don't think
why we got a happy home.
I mean, Shaq is very mature about the situation, and he's admitted that he messed up. It was all him,
and he always wanted her back, right? He always wanted to get her back.
Yeah, but he got somebody. He got somebody now. Yeah. But I mean, but why wouldn't he? If I need something, I call my ex-husband. I got your kids, so whatever I call you and ask you for, you should be able. You should be more than happy to help me.
You should have a cordial relationship because eventually them kids are going to be 18 and that child support is going to end. So you would like to have a cordial relationship so we can all stay filthy rich because Shaq, I think, just cracked 600 million. So I think we should.
So you said just do it for the money.
Yeah, I think Shaq. I think if I was with Shorty, I'm like, if I was, dog. Let me tell you something. My whole perspective is different now. If I was with Shorty, I'd be like, girl, don't piss him off. Like we're good.
No, you wouldn't.
What are we pissing him off for? He's not smashing you no more. I'm the one smashing you on a regular. Like, what are we doing?
We need to work together.
We're gonna be amicable. We
gonna all be a family.
You want your wife to be worried about another man's feelings. That's
I'm worried about. First of all,
that's what it is.
First of all, every kid in that house.
This mother.
Every kid in that house is his kid.
Yeah.
So I might as well get down with the squad. Mm-hmm. Like I might as well get down with the team.
No.
And I don't know how old Shawnee is. I don't know how old she is. So I don't even know if she can have another child. Even though
she's in her 40s, but you know, what's her name? Janet Jackson pushed one out in her 50s. So you know when you have access to fertility doctors, you have access to all of this.
She's 47.
She 47.
Oh, she should be 48 in November.
Oh, that's about right. Yeah, because Shaq. Yeah, that's about right. She's 47.
Good morning, Lala.
Hey, Lala. Yeah.
So we all just got all sparked up because Ricky Williams, former NFL star.
Okay, Nikki.
Johnny, I'm gonna give you my kid's father's number so you can explain that shit to him. Nikki White, I'm gonna get into I'm gonna get. Remind me, Nikki White Chocolate. I got it, but let's get into this. Ricky Williams got married. Ricky's always been eccentric. Now, I'm not saying this. I'm saying other people said that Ricky actually said that he was approached by a man, so he's got like a little fluid thing going on. That's what I heard from another athlete on a TV show.
You talking about Ricky Williams from down in Texas?
Yes, the football player. This is what they said that he admitted to. Now, I'm not saying that's why he took his wife's last name. I'm just saying he's different. He's always been different. So he took his wife's last name. I don't even know what the woman's name is. It's something out. What is it?
So ex-NFL star Ricky Williams takes his wife's last name for relationship balance.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that.
What Ricky was saying is every time, like she was an accomplished person within her own right. She's like a lawyer and always like she's like the ish.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Except when he comes around, everybody stops focusing on her and everything goes to him. So he said, what better way to honor my wife by taking her name so that it'll shift everyone from being, oh, this is big time Ricky Williams in the house till it's Ricky, whatever her last name is. So he did it. And nobody's gonna
call you by that.
Nobody's gonna know.
Yeah, nobody's gonna call you by that
Ricky
name.
Williams.
Yeah. Who the hell? That's like, I don't know, like name an athlete.
Yeah, they still gonna call him Ricky Williams.
He still, no matter what, he comes in the room. Yeah. You know, certain people come in the room and they like, oh, that's such and such. And so
especially in Texas, I mean, he's already, he damn near could have been a Hall of Famer if he just wouldn't have decided to smoke weed them years and take them years off and go, he would have been a Hall of Famer. But definitely in Texas, like he's one of the greatest running backs to come out of Texas, like ever. Yeah. So I don't even know how
University of Texas, for those of y'all that are wondering.
Yes.
What I'm talking about.
Like the dude was,
people forget that she exists when he comes around. So he wanted to do something and honor her. So people stop.
Then introduce her and say, this is my wife. Yeah, just like proper, because they still gonna call him Ricky Williams. And then how you gonna, I don't like that, because you take my last name now. Nah, y'all need to be, stay traditional and take the man's last name. Y'all already asking for alimony and stuff when we break up. So
in real life, Shawnee's a man. Shawnee be thinking like a dude. Because Shawnee would clown a dude. If a dude took Shawnee's last name, she would look at him sideways. If Slow Your Roll took your last name, you'd be like, what is wrong with you? Why would you
put some pants on?
Don't take my name, but don't be trying to make me change mine, because I have to say I've been on and ain't nobody gonna take me off. So we not even about to do that. If it was different, if this was like 23 years ago when I was getting started, then okay, I'll change the name, but I ain't changing my name. But you don't need to take my name, and then you be trying to take my stuff.
You're not even gonna hyphenate your name. You're not gonna add his name to your name.
Like if we get married,
here comes the disrespect.
Hey, the champ is here.
What up?
In the DR, okay.
In certain cultures, that's a no-go. That is a no-go, because what it does is it cuts off the legacy of that man's family. So a lot of people look at it in a different way. They look at it like, you're not taking my last name, so which means my son is not going to have my last name if we have some sons. And if I leave,
I need that to keep going.
The legacy to live on. So I'm a fan of hyphenating, because I don't think you should lose your identity just because you marry. I'm a fan of hyphenating, but taking on your wife's last name, it just changes it. I've done weddings where that has happened. I think it's a matter of preference too, but just not taking a man's last name when you get married, I think that it de-honors him in a little bit.
Kind of weird at the end of the wedding when they introduce, and now for the first time in public,
they can say that at the wedding, they can say that. But what I'm saying is, like, it's too much. It's too much of a hassle to do all those name changes, and then some people, that might affect the benefits that they already getting. So I'm not cutting my benefits.
You got a lot of excuses not to take my last name. You got a lot of excuses not to take a man's last name.
And this is All my kids got different baby dads, different last names. We all confused. They all confused.
I mean, for purposes, I definitely get it. But for the lay person, for the everyday Joe Slow walking down the street, like take that man last name.
Shorty trying to act like Shorty trying to like there's so much difficulty to change it. You run a fucking TV station. Shut up. You run a whole
exactly
360.
I got to change all that stuff. I got to change. You got to go through and change bank accounts, your social. You got to change your passport. You got to change all your licenses. And then I ain't filing taxes with nobody if I get married with them. I'm not. I'm saying I am not filing married.
Whatever. You get more benefits.
Yeah, you get more benefits.
I was reluctant for years. No, we separate. No. It went for the last 2-3 years. I finally gave in.
Together. No, because if it don't work, then no, because then you still attached to me. And I went through that when I got divorced from their daddy. He did some stuff, and they came and took my tax return because I was the last person that he was attached to. So now I ain't changing my name.
You ain't over that trauma yet. You ain't over that trauma. Hold on, we got a therapist on the show. Mo, is it healthy for you to start a relationship by saying the reason why I'm not gonna do something because if it don't work, just ask. I'm just asking, Miss Therapist.
I'm
just Shani. So ain't nothing guaranteed.
You supposed to drop your luggage at the door before you walk in.
Hey, yeah. But you still got that because you don't go into it being no fool. Because
you can't walk.
I'm just saying.
I'm walking in with your weekend bag.
Yeah, you over there walking in with your carry-on, your weekend bag, your toiletry bag. Like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on?
This might not work.
Don't be no fool. Don't be no fool.
That's all I see.
Ladies, I'm just saying. Listen.
You got PTSD. Did I say it right? Yeah.
It ain't. It's not a replay, Shawn, but I don't have PTSD. I have clearer vision now because see, sometimes as women we get caught up. We've been taught all these traditional values and we should do this, and then we end up with the short end of the stick. We get screwed. So now I'm
you're
not
me.
Your
you're
name.
holding on to trauma.
If you want to be with me, we can be together. But we gonna be together on my terms, not just yours. This ain't just about you.
Let me
I'm here.
Oh, go ahead, Mo. I ain't saying nothing. I know there's a whole bunch of fucked up. Go ahead, Mo.
Me. You know, as single women, we can say me. But when you coming together with your mate and your partner, that me got to turn into a we, and we got to sit at the table and we got to talk about what our values are. We got to talk about what your values are and how you see things and what mine are and how I see things, and how can we come to a happy medium.
We got to do that, and then we got to stick to it, not just one person. So that's the problem. So we start out doing it, and then one person decide they want to do their own thing. One of these kids is doing his own thing.
What in the hell? Slow your roll has been damn near perfection for you, and this is the way you talking?
Who said I was talking about him?
Well, who else you talking about then?
But how you know he don't talk like this?
You said what?
How you know he don't talk like this?
Cause he do take me out. He do take you out Tuesdays, and the motherfucker do take you out Tuesdays. Don't be talking like that.
Matching shirts.
Yes.
Shirts and everything.
Who made shirts? Who made the shirts?
Okay, that's a team effort. That's good.
Did Slow come over here and make the shirts? No.
Here go bitter part 2, J. Marie. Here she goes. I understand Shawnee's point. Oh, okay, but the we part has to come. Sorry, J. Marie.
But being in love, you know, taking a chance on love is making yourself vulnerable. Yes, past experiences do teach you, but if you want to actually experience love again, you go in naked. You go in naked.
Nah, girl, you better have a bra and some panties on. I'm just saying.
But honestly, though, Shani, you are jeopardizing your future, your real relationship if you're coming in with that mindset, and you can't hold Slow to the standards of what somebody else did in the past.
I swear, Jay Black and Shorty done switched square.
Me to. You don't know what he holding me to.
Well, give him a square then, goddamn it. Send him the link. Send him the goddamn link.
Nah, he ain't getting no square this morning.
I understand the apprehension.
No, the vagina support. I support you, Shani.
y'all men leave less to be desired in relationships. And I understand your apprehensions, in the walls. But, if you have a great man, in which you do.
Oh, yeah, I've never said that. Yeah, he's the greatest. He's the greatest. We'll never take that from him.
You have to say, hey, I got some luggage, dog, and we gotta come to the table and talk.
But she's coming in saying, all right, so if this doesn't work, like what?
My therapist told me, you know what you are right now? You're an onion, and we're going to cut these layers.
Yes, it's layers. It's layers.
Figure it out.
Every therapist uses that analogy. It's layers.
And I'm gonna make you cry. I'm gonna make you cry every layer. You gonna be crying. Yeah.
What was the last comment? Your cousin.
My sister.
Your sister. My bad. I see why my cousin still has her ex-husband's last name. Why? Why does she still have the ex-husband's last name?
Probably something Shani said about.
I think it's just easier. I think that's a lot to be doing.
No, if you regular, you ain't gonna have another dude's last name. If you regular, if you just a regular person, yeah, you're not gonna just have. You're not gonna.
I'm with you though. I'm with you.
You're not gonna be
with them.
You're not gonna be Shawnee Bush. No, you're not. No, you're not
gonna be Shawnee Bush.
We together. What's the problem? We are together. I'm right here with you every day. I don't even see this man no more. So what's the problem?
You
what
still
is
care.
the problem?
If you want to keep his last name, you still care.
Yeah, you still care.
That's not true. That is not true. That is not true.
No.
If you keep your last name, I get it. Like if you're like, this is my dad's last name, you want to have I get it. But if you keeping a dude that was banging your back out's last name for a few years now we get it with Shaquille O'Neal. That's different. That's some money. But if you just regular, we regular people. Like you
there
need
are people in divorce court right now who have in their motion that they want to keep the last name.
No, if you want to keep my last name, that means I gave you the
person you're divorcing.
Goodness gracious.
Yes, there are.
So it got to be financial. It got to be like a business.
It doesn't have to be financial.
Some people just want the kid's last name to match. I will say that there's a lot of parents that just want their kid's name to match. If
they'll get over it. They'll be all right.
No, I don't like that. Now, my kids have both of our names. They have my kids have two last names. They got my last name and their dad's last name. So whatever name I put on there, if I put my maiden name or my other name, then they know who it is. But my kids tend to use my maiden name more than they use their dad's name. So actually
your maiden name ain't Scott.
I'm about to tell too much.
No, don't tell your maiden. Don't that's not your maiden name. Okay.
No, Scott is my married name, and that's what I use.
Your radio name.
In radio, and I wasn't even ready to change all that and have to rebrand and do all this and explain who I am again.
I ain't worth it. I ain't worth it.
Here you go.
No, you ain't worth it. No, you're not worth it. No, you're not worth it. No, you're not.
The person you plan on spending the rest of your life with.
No, you ain't worth that. No. I'm not changing my name. No, I'm not.
To some be.
Hold on, I gotta step back. I gotta do my therapy breathing exercises real quick.
Got woosah for a little bit. She just told you.
What is your last name doing for me? What is your last name doing for me? What is Shawnee Bush gonna do for me?
Tashambi says keeping a last name is not coming in a new relationship naked.
You ain't exposing.
Wow. How about Stacey Mitchell? Stacey Mitchell said her husband don't mind that she kept. But Stacey, did you keep your name, your family name, or another dude's name? That's what I want to know.
So I would think it would probably be
your family name. Like I get that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now I didn't get it when I first got married.
She said it right there. Born to Mitchell, gonna die Mitchell.
Okay, all right. I get it.
Yeah, see?
I understand that. But it's not another dude's name.
I'm not losing my last name. I will take on my husband's last name and hyphenate it.
Right.
Because it'll be a new part of both of our lineage. But I'm definitely not losing my last name.
I don't even know what the fuck that word meant. That was beautiful. Clap it up for that
lineage.
Word. Let's just clap that up right there. I see why you're giving out scholarships, goddamn. That was something else right there, girl.
Oh God.
But Shani, I'm saying if it really meant that important to your new husband, like if it really meant that, it's not even.
Wait, Jay, just read Nikki's thing
all
my
life. I wanted to get rid of my last name, Snell Baker.
Snell Baker.
That is an interesting
girl. You should have changed that shit on your own. I'm playing. Go ahead, Jay. Continue your point.
I'm just my mind is just blown that for your dude that you're so deeply in love with. You're saying that you're spending all this time with, and if y'all broke up, you could be that heartbroken that you could pass away from dying of heartbreak. You wouldn't change your name, and that's a lot for me to.
The thing is, Jay Black, I agree with you, but you so controlling. You the type of motherfucker make a person change their last name and their zodiac sign. So you want to be a Sagittarius for me.
You're changing this for different reasons, Jay Black.
Yeah, why should I change my name?
I agree with him.
Why should I change? No, listen.
We won. We're union.
I don't care. Why should I change my work name? Why?
Because you know what I say?
Why?
Women always want to do everything traditionally when it benefits them. I'm not gonna ask a man to marry me. He gonna ask me. I'm not getting down on one knee. He gonna get down on one knee.
That one.
Everything got to be traditional until it don't benefit you. That's why I always say,
wife find a good thing. I am not bending on that.
Like my ex-wife wanted to hyphenate now, and I always felt bad about this in hindsight. She wanted to hyphenate her last name because she didn't have any brothers. So the name ended. The name ended. I was like, fuck out of here. You want to do this traditional shit? You want to talk about we not having sex and we doing all this and we going to Bible study and we going to see the pastor? Well, guess what we going to do? Guess what your last name going to be? Adorno? Yeah, that's exactly what your last name. We going to do the whole traditional thing.
But that's her legal name. But if she was a Halle Berry, you wouldn't be like, you got to change your. That's what I'm saying. Why I got to change Shani Scott because I done married somebody. Shani Scott is what paid the bills. Shani Scott is what got all of this, not Shani Jones. Or you
are our Caribbean queen. You are our Caribbean queen. We know how successful you are. But what we're not gonna do, that's like me comparing myself to Kevin Hart. We are not gonna say Halle Berry and then be like, oh yeah. You could change your name and still have your professional name.
No, I have to. That's what I'm saying. He talking about my professional name. My legal name is not Scott. It's my maiden name.
But are you going to change your legal name? Are you going to change your legal name?
You can scratch all you want. Now they look at it.
Now she got to read some shit. Now she got to show prep. Now she
I can't hear y'all. I can't hear y'all.
Hilarious.
I hear y'all.
That's why Jay Black and Shani are the same fucking person. I swear they are. They're the same person. They just different genders.
Dodgeball. She dodged that one.
All right. So anyway, let me segue into this. Okay. So Nikki Chocolate. All right, y'all. So my weekend. So I do a comedy show all weekend at this place called The Punchline in Philly. Goes amazing.
Oh yeah, I saw you.
So we in there, we tearing things down and everything's going down. Nikki White Chocolate hits me the next day.
Okay.
And says you were hilarious and whatever. I'm like, wait a second. Why the fuck?
You were at the show?
You were at the show. Why ain't you come up to me? Like, why ain't you say nothing? So then she hits me and she's like, your blind ass, I was right in the front. I'm sitting there, you were in the front. Because I don't wear my glasses on stage. Sometimes I do, but I don't like to wear my glasses because there's one joke I do, the glasses get in the way, so I don't wear the glasses. So she was like, I said, wait a second. How up in the front were you? She said, no, I was in the front. Like I was in the front, right by the stage. And then she said in the deal, she said, I knew your blind ass couldn't see. She said, because I was right there. And I was like, wait a second. I would have seen a white one. She said, I had a Wu-Tang t-shirt on. And I remember, and I said I don't know if I'm supposed to say she was with somebody, but she was.
Yeah, stop telling her business.
Yeah, sorry.
I think she said on the show before she dating. I think she said it before.
Okay, so
she might have been with somebody else.
Yeah, who knew? Oh, and then y'all blew the spot up. Y'all done blown the spot up. So Nikki White Chocolate is at one show. So I'm in the green room and we're chilling, and somebody comes up to me and says, "Yo, your man Cam is out in the crowd."
Yes.
And I'm like,
DJ
and
Cam.
I said, Cam. I said, Cam who? Like,
the LA
Cam who?
No, for real, because I was like, why would Cam? He was like, and he said what you said, DJ Cam. So I went out there, and I can't even blow the spot up. There was another person at the table.
Did he freeze?
What?
He froze.
He froze with his hands
he's
up.
still live on IG. Oh, he's plugging it back up. He's plugging it back up. I can see him.
Hands
IG.
up, don't shoot.
Yeah, he's plugging it back up. Let's see. He's getting it together.
He froze right in the midst. Mike is a good.
He's getting it together. He's getting it together.
I was wondering how this went.
Refresh, Mike.
We didn't catch.
Yeah, I saw the picture. I'm like,
I was like, Cam,
refresh.
Dope. It's the season for coming together.
Yes.
Go out and come back in, Mike.
Yeah, you got
go out and come back in.
Okay. That's the screenshot. Caption this. Yeah. Dramatic. I want, because somebody say Cam's in the audience. Y'all haven't spoken in a while, in a good while. And it's like, yo, but this is my friend of 30, 40 years.
Since third grade, right?
Yeah, they've been.
Since like third grade or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, do I go to him? Well, if he know I'm on the lineup, is he coming because he's trying to, you know what I mean? You know how they go, hey, maybe that's the olive branch and coming out to see each other.
I love it.
So I'm trying to see how that came about.
I love it.
Yeah, I saw the picture and I was like,
I'm here for it.
How did he approach the table? Did somebody get emotional? Like, man, I missed you. Like
I know it had to be emotional. Yes, it had to be emotional. Really.
Come here, give me a hug. Like, who extended arms first? Like, was it the hug? Was it the pound hug?
I don't know.
I'm curious. I want to know.
I just saw the picture on IG. I was like, oh. Wait a minute. He's still trying to work it out. He's still trying to work it
out. You know what happened? He didn't pay his bill. He didn't pay his bill.
You ain't pay your bill, Mike.
That's exactly what it is.
That's exactly. Him stop messing with the cable people.
It's
they
the 31st. Playing. He always, when it's the 31st, he always stretched it an extra day trying to.
Question the other now.
And COVID, they think COVID over, so they shutting off everybody.
I need this story now. He got me so invested now to hear how this played out. We hit on Ricky Williams already, which was good. Then we got to get into DL Monique. Yes, you got to come on with the story.
Yes.
Because we got Rodney Perry Live coming up right after us. So we got this modified time frame. Seeing the picture of them together made me smile. Yeah, yes, Afro Queen.
I just lit up too.
Lady Queen. Q shook me and said, look, Mike and Cam, they reunited. Yes. Look. I was like, where? I was like, oh, in Philly at the comedy show. Y'all will miss. I want to know the story. I want to know if Mike cried.
I think he shed a tear. If it did, you know how the one eye get watery? You know how Mike's eyes get glassy? It won't drop, but it'll just get real glassy.
And was it before he performed or after he performed?
Probably was after he performed, because I can't see it being before he performed.
He ain't seen the crowd. He ain't seen Nikki in the front row, and he told her to come. Good point, Jeanette. Remember before we ended the show.
But how many shows did he do?
He told Nikki to come up and come there. He invited her. I thought he was gonna put her on the guest list, but he invited her. She came, and boom, he didn't even see her. So
I gotta catch the next show. You know what I mean? Is he gonna be there?
Mike be in the zone though. He be in the zone.
Yes, Jay Marie, Masterpiece passed away.
No, I didn't go to any of them states. I was tied up. I missed all the shows in Philly. But that's why I need Mike to give me the updates.
Jay Black was at a wedding.
There he is.
Oh, Mike's back. The storyteller is back.
No.
You pay your bill. You pay your bill.
It did a whole update. It cleaned everything out. It said it was cleaning stuff and okay. So anyway, yeah.
Right, so where we last left off,
yes.
Mike was at the show in the back of the green room.
Yes.
And somebody came out and was like, yo, your man Cam's there. It was like, Cam who? DJ Cam. So now you left from the backstage area to come approach Cam sitting at the table. Now, did you perform already at this point?
No, there's the second show. They're filing in for the second show.
Okay, so people are coming in. So you haven't even hit the stage yet. Okay, bam. Yeah. All right, here we go.
So I go out and he's not at the table. There's a person at the table. And the person's like, oh my God, I told him we had to come see you. And I said, don't tell him. Don't even tell him. I will. I don't want to say, don't tell him I came out here. Don't do nothing. Right?
So he didn't know you were on the lineup?
No, he knew. He knew the
Okay,
person.
okay.
It was the person. God is funny. That's why I put it. God is funny. It was the person that said, we have to go see him at the punchline. Right? So I get on stage and get on there and I see where they're at. Right? So I did my thing. Killed it, ripped it, did the whole smash out the whole thing. Then I went and after the show, I went behind him and I grabbed him, and that's when we hugged each other like a bunch of bitches, and then we was all like two pink Timberlands and hugged each other.
Two pink Timberlands.
A bunch of pink Timberland wearing.
I literally saw you, what you just said.
Yeah,
I behind him, hands on the back of the shoulder.
I ain't gonna lie, I little Nas X'd it. I ain't gonna lie, I did. I little Nas X'd it. So
I'm here for it. Definitely here for it.
So we wound up acting like nothing ever happened, and we're joking and laughing, and they wind up, then we take the picture, then he winds up, him and the person wound up giving me a ride to my car because I park in the casino parking lot. So everything's all good. And I was gonna call him yesterday because I had the function I had to do yesterday. But I'm gonna call him today. So yes, me and DJ Cam connected. We connected at the comedy club, and everything was all gravy. And everything was all good.
Good.
He still ain't doing the show. He said, "Fuck that." But no, I'm playing.
He's doing his own thing. He got his little flyers and stuff up doing his show.
So
it is what it is.
So that was dope. So it turned out to be a super weekend.
Obviously, was a doctor there too? Was a doctor in the house? No, there was no other rekindles.
What was the doctor?
Oh no, it was a doctor.
Oh,
I thought it was the season.
What are you talking about?
Season of catching up and rekindling.
Oh, the doctor. No, the doctor wasn't in the house. The doctor wasn't
I was gonna say, damn.
Maybe Uncle Rodney make that one happen because they super tight.
Well, actually, she's gonna be on Uncle Rodney's show.
Oh,
yeah.
All right.
So that weirdo, I said, "What's up?"
No,
that is so wrong.
No.
Not doing that, Michael Shawn.
No.
We're not doing that.
No.
On so many levels.
No, I
definitely
like
not doing it.
Go ahead, you enjoy that sensitive doctor. Go ahead, you enjoy.
All right, maybe I shouldn't even brought it up.
Yeah, because that is just so wrong. That's wrong on so many levels.
On so many levels, I'm wrong. I am.
Yeah.
I admit on so many
All right,
levels.
so positive. It was a positive.
And y'all can't even blame this on alcohol. This is sober tongue Mike talking. Give a fuck.
So it was a good weekend. You had the good shows, connected with Cam. That's good.
Oh, the shows were amazing. Shout out to Teray Gordon. We had a great time. So the irony of Teray Gordon putting me on is that Teray Gordon on the second show, he had to get somebody to host the show for him because he had to go to the Keswick Theater in Philadelphia and perform and do a guest spot with Monique the comedian. Now, for those who haven't been up on Monique going on with her and DL Hughley, there's a beef going on where she went out and she did a rant because DL Hughley was like, I'm the headliner. And that's what it was. Now, all of a sudden, this gets ugly because
he's cool.
Mo went, like, listen, I have a soft spot for DL Hughley because he's always been super nice to me. Like, he's always been amazingly nice to me, no matter what. Like, every time he's come to Arlington when he was in Texas, he's always been super nice and always been like, Mike, go do like 10 minutes. Come, like, make it happen. So I'm biased. But the fact that Monique went on there on stage in front of everybody and put that business out there is so ridiculous. When you know that this is all behind, this happens all the time in comedy.
So for those who don't know, like, what business did she put out and who was wrong?
Her business was DL Hughley was like, I'm the headliner. That's just what it is. And she went out there and started ranting and raving on how this was the money and I'm the headliner. And just because I'm a woman, she did the sister thing and was like, DL, what does DL stand for? And in some cases, some people said she called him a coon and all this other stuff. Then DL said, and I don't have everything that he said on his Instagram, but he said, it's always somebody else with you, Mo. It's either Lee Daniels. First it was Lee Daniels. Then it was Oprah. Then it was Tyler Perry. And then he said, who knew Precious was really an autobiography about you?
Boom, boom, boom.
I don't get why. Now they start posting contracts. So DL posts the contract.
He put up his memo first. He put up the original memo agreement. Yes. Bam.
He puts up the memo. I've never seen this in the contract, but this is dope. In the contract, he says he is the highest paid artist on the show. I didn't even know.
And he got to select the line. He had no issues with the lineup.
He also said people warned him many times not to work with her. And he said, and I went against the advice that people gave me about working with her. So then she goes and she puts her contract up. I'm like, I cannot believe you two 50-year-olds are really going to put your contracts up.
Challenge. It's a battle now. You trying to say Instagram. I'm wrong. I'm trying to say you're wrong. I'm trying to rebuttal.
So she was like, well, his contract wasn't signed. No, my contract was signed. So Jay Phillips, the comedian Jay Phillips, said something, and I wish I should have sent y'all, because Jay Phillips was the most mature person out of the whole thing. Jay Phillips was like, y'all really gonna put our business, our comedic business out there like that in front of everybody?
They put the lineup, sound check, the show lineup. They was putting everything out there. Who's first, who's second?
I was like, and he made sense. He says, I love y'all both. I said, but y'all couldn't, he said, y'all couldn't have handled this. Y'all couldn't have just talk to each other instead of like putting all the dirty laundry out there. He said, let's get back to the jokes. So that was
it for clout? Ashley said they're doing it out. You think so Monique, she outed him on that stage.
I watched the show. I watched the show. I watched the entire show when she came out there. Number one, she did
that Detroit show.
I'm sorry.
That was the Detroit show that she.
Detroit show. Okay, yes, I watched the show, and one of the things that she started out with was the fact that the promoters were raggedy.
That's exactly what she said. This is messed up because we got some raggedy ass promoters. That's the first thing she said.
And that was before she started going in on DL. I think that the whole thing, Monique's tired.
Exactly.
And I think
in a lot of ways,
before she started her stand up, she felt that it was living in her truth to let everybody know what was going on, because really, if her contract was signed and these things were stipulated in her contract, she had every right not to go on.
Yeah, so don't perform.
Wait, you think the people in that crowd that paid to hear her do jokes give two craps
and she
about?
Did state that before. She stated that in her rant, that basically, and let me not call it a rant. She
right. So it was a rant. It was a rant. It was. I saw the shit.
No,
it was a rant. No, I saw it. It was a straight rant. It was a straight rant. We
saw it too.
There was no jokes in there. When you do 10 minutes and you don't crack one joke, it is now a rant.
She said she did that. She said, I wanted to clear this up before she said, now let's start the show. After she said what she needed to say. I don't think that it's all, when people say it's always Mo, it's always Mo. Sometimes you have to step back and you have to look at that circle of people who have attacked her, who have not aligned themselves with her. And sometimes you have to look, really sit back and listen. I feel like she is speaking her truth. And it just seemed to me that at that Detroit show, that was the icing on the cake, and she was fed up.
Wait a second.
And
stay on task.
It's always the icing on the cake, but Mo, with Mo and Mo, sexy Mo, and Mo with Monique the comedian, and we us comedians had this conversation in the green room. It's always something, and the excuse is always I'm speaking my truth. People didn't pay the money they paid to hear that. You have a lawyer You have an agent. You have people who work for you. If you're working with a raggedy promoter, your people chose those promoters. I've worked with raggedy promoters.
Facts.
But sometimes you don't know the raggedy until you get.
But what I'm saying is, but what I'm saying is the common denominator in all of this every single time. Now let's remember about this Oscar fiasco. This Oscar fiasco, and these are facts. They were mad at her because she didn't want to go on the promotional tour after the Oscar for the movie, which is literally mandatory for every superstar.
Yeah, it's part of it.
You decided that the BET late night talk show was going to take precedence over an Oscar.
But why didn't she go on the tour? Like, say why she didn't go. Why did she say she did participate?
And then, and then it was
why?
Netflix. Then it was Netflix.
No, but why did she say she didn't participate
why,
in it?
Shani? Why?
Because that wasn't part of her original contract. It don't matter that that's what they always do.
Shani,
okay, so then she didn't have to do it. So then she did not have to do it.
So if you don't do it and they blackball you afterwards, if a movie studio says Tom Cruise wins an Oscar and he does the promotional tour, if so-and-so wins when Halle Berry wins an Oscar, Denzel wins the Oscar, they do the promotional tour. So if you don't do the promotional tour after you win an Oscar, you've cost the movie, you've cost the studio who booked you and paid you millions of dollars. So then when they blackball you, you can't complain because they're sitting there going like,
how did she cost them millions of dollars for not
because
going on the
movies
tour?
Make double after they win an Oscar.
The money goes
up afterwards. That's what goes up. All the people, all the white people who didn't go see Precious, then go see it. And now this is non-debatable. You ask anybody, this is what happens. So then you put that business out. And then you put the Lee Daniel business out. And then you put the Oprah business out. Then you put the Netflix business out. Then you put the DL business out.
He's a husband. That's what I said.
Like, come on.
The husband, I think, is
like, can't nobody do this behind closed doors?
Go back to Kamari's thing about it's an attack on women. Okay.
She's trying to play it off like it's an attack on women.
She's trying to play it off.
Because she got $50,000.
That's what she said.
I don't care if she got $50 million. I don't care if she got $5. It is Kamari. Y'all ain't women. Y'all ain't worked in this industry as women.
But this is not an attack. DL Hughley did not. But
say nothing.
DL Hughley did not attack her. That's my point.
DL Hughley is always speaking his fucking mind, and nobody says nothing. The woman said what she wanted to say. She did not slap nobody in the face. She just got up there and talked. He not attacked her verbally and other times.
He didn't know.
He has.
All DL did was that he wasn't going on after Mo.
I don't care. I don't care. You're talking about this one isolated event.
That's what you gotta stay focused
on. And all these other people. No, because y'all saying that she always going off and she talking. All she did was speak her truth. That's it.
No,
that's
but
all she did.
The crowd doesn't care. You're not issue with the promoter.
They were cheering. Didn't nobody get up and walk out? Didn't nobody ask for no refund? They were still cheering Mo on. So now fuck that.
Everybody wasn't cheering Mo on.
I ain't want nobody booing. I didn't hear
just because we use this cliche, this little cliche speaking the truth. There's something about being professional because the person who paid you $50,000 still has to pay DL Hughley his money.
It's me bringing my ass on that stage after you pulled that bullshit.
There's no bullshit.
Yes.
What was the bullshit?
Still performing.
What was the bullshit?
If you breach my contract and you
didn't breach it,
it wasn't a breach.
Contract.
There's no breach.
I have the right not to perform. Being professional.
No, there's no breach.
So y'all read both. Y'all read both contracts, or you just read what DL put up?
No, I read both. No, I read
because saying that DL is going to be the highest paid does not mean that he is the headliner.
Yes, Yes, he is.
It was DL and Friends. DL Hughley and Friends.
That does not mean
it's DL and Friends.
He
Shani.
is getting
his picture's the biggest on the flyer. It's DL and Friends.
Well,
I think you're
Shani, what you saying right now?
What
you saying right now? Shani, what you saying right now makes no sense. If I'm getting the most money,
no sense.
No. This makes no sense.
So you're telling me that every
highest paid person,
whoever the highest paid is always the head. No,
the don't have
because
the most
some
money.
people come on and they say, I don't want to do that, but this is how much I want to get paid to do just this. And that's their price. And if you want that person to be a part of it and they show up for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, or they just walk through, because some people can just walk through a club and get paid more than the act. Now I'm lying.
That's not. First of all, y'all trying to tell me something that is not true. It's not
Mike's
true.
a professional comedian. He's been doing shows for years.
Nigga, I'm in entertainment too. I've been doing this shit for 28 years. What I done did is not like it ain't shit. But because don't tell me that. Do not tell me that. Y'all attacking this woman. Y'all are attacking this woman. And everybody keeps attacking her. Yes, she's always the common denominator because she's the strong black woman that decided I ain't putting up with this shit no more and fuck all y'all. That's why. So yes, I applaud Monique. I don't give a fuck if she burned the fucking Fox Theater down with the promoter and everybody in it. Yeah. Yes, she's standing up for what she believes in, and she ain't bending over and letting niggas put their dicks in her ass. That's what it is.
She's
That's
not
what
getting.
it is.
She didn't get treated anyway.
Dale is fucking arrogant, and he speak his mind too. And don't nobody jump on him when he jump on Instagram and say some of that bullshit.
Wait a second, y'all saying nobody jumped on? Do y'all know the drama that they've come at D.L. Hughley on?
What?
Like y'all, everything that y'all good because what y'all saying is not even true. D.L. Hughley has taken heat for years. He's the only comedian.
Because I watched the whole footage of the Detroit show. It wasn't just about the contracts. She also talked about a DL basically saying to the promoter that he ain't going, like he's not going after her. So there wasn't even any concession there. It wasn't even any concession. So it's deeper.
It's DL Hughley and Friends. It's DL Hughley
and
his
Friends. Show.
Well, like she said, he opened up for the Kings of Comedy and she closed for the Queens of Comedy.
And the Queens of Comedy ain't do the numbers that the Kings of Comedy. If y'all really want to get it, Mo can't follow DL Hughley.
But I'm telling you, what I saw from watching the Detroit show, it seemed like Monique was tired.
She's always tired,
and she's tired of this happening to her.
This is the same attitude she brought when every time we interview her. It's the same shit.
Well, she did say she's authentic, and she's going to speak on it.
You know what? You can use the word authentic. You can use the word speak the truth. There is a professionalism that has to be done for the people who came to the show, and the fact of the matter is, the raggedy promoters have to pay you $50,000. They have to pay him $75,000, and now you got the guy. You do, and he still killed it. Now you're gonna do this to set up a show that could fail now because you won't let your people handle the business behind the scenes.
I would like to hear from some other female comics, like in terms of just some of the things that they've experienced versus men.
Yeah, come on. Yeah. She's toxic.
She's toxic.
These are the words. These are the words from promoters that work. It don't matter what hotel you get her. It don't matter. It don't matter what you get her. It's not going to be enough. I'm just going by what promoters say, and these ain't raggedy promoters. These are the same dudes who complained about Cat Williams. They just don't complain about Mo. They used to complain about, and they're like,
why are they trying to make money off of them? Why are they trying to get a bag off of them?
She's a talented comedian.
If it's that much of a headache,
you know what, Shani? Every time, you know what? This is the thing. Every time we have a discussion and it has to do with a woman, you always feel like we're attacking somebody.
Absolutely,
but we're not. We're just stating the fact.
They don't have to book Monique. It's other talented comedians out there, female comedians that they can get. So if
don't
she's
you
that
want
much of
them
a
to book
headache,
her?
if she's
Don't
that
you-
much of a headache, if she's that much of a headache, stop making bad.
It's the same reason why they book Cat Williams. This is why this is not a gender thing.
The
It's the
same thing with
it's the
Cat
same-
Williams.
Yes.
With Cat Williams, if you book him, you got to set it up in an escrow account because the nigga might not show up. But people still want to make the bag off of him.
But what I'm saying is, we complain about.
Is that their fault? Is that Cat Williams and Monique's fault?
No, it is. It is Cat Williams' fault.
Because they're being themselves. But these fake ass promoters are kissing ass to do what they need to do to make money. If you already know she act like that, then you know what you walking into. Don't complain about.
So
the
you're
shit
gonna excuse
and then sing all the way to the back.
Here we go. That's
So you want me to excuse Cat Williams' behavior simply because he's talented?
If you are a promoter.
And then when people stop booking him, then we complain. No, Cat Williams has to be responsible for his behavior, and that's why he's changed his behavior.
Listen,
Mike Epps had to change his behavior because promoters were like fed up where we didn't know if Mike was going to come in high or not. Everybody has to change their behavior. All I'm saying,
no, they don't.
I just
no, they don't. Because you're telling me, no, a promoter has a choice. They have a choice of who they want to hire, who they want to book this show with. If you are going to complain about the person you chose to book,
well,
so
guess
you
what?
could make a bad.
I'll personalize
at the end of the day, it's not just the comedian that's making money. Promoters making money too.
I blew a lot of money for a lot of promoters, right? And I was super fucking talented, and I had to change my behavior because it's unfair that the fact that I'm holding these people hostage because people really want to see these people. And when you do this, it's unfair to the paying customer who literally pays the money. Forget the promoters. Forget the promoters in the back.
You can't forget the promoters.
No, because the most important people in this process are the people that pay the money. And the reason why everybody walking around on these stages are rich is because of these people supporting these shows. And if we're going to turn this, and I'm not just skip Mo. I'm not even talking about Monique now. When Cat Williams was going on there bugging, and people were paying $100, $150, $200, and literally was going on stage ranting, people got sick of it. All I'm saying is, we could handle this behind the scenes. Like you could literally do it professionally.
And there he goes.
And handle it behind the scenes.
And that was my issue. And that's why I was trying to get Shani to see that Monique should not have put DL out there because it wasn't between her and DL. It wasn't his DL's wife. She was dogging his wife out. So Monique put that stuff out there. The issue is with the promoter. The promoters are the common denominator in this scenario where the issue is not with DL. He just knows he has his contract that says DL and friends. He's a headliner. Why am I going on after my feature? If I'm the headliner, I'm not going on. He just said, no, I'm not going on. So you go and say he's attacking you because you're in your mind thinking that you're the headliner. Obviously, is the promoter's the problem. So you don't air that out on stage and talk about Shani. We're going to talk about slow your roll. We're going to talk about everybody in your world, in your camp. That ain't cool. Monique was wrong. Wait, Shani, was Monique wrong for bringing up wife and going through all this when there's the issues with the promoter?
She did say.
Wait, I want to see if Shani can admit this.
I can admit what? Nah,
she was Monique
on
wrong
stage doing what she did.
Bringing his wife up, was that wrong?
It's open, right? Comedians talk about whatever, right? You gotta have self-skin, right?
Wow.
She actually said during the show, once she made that comment about, I feel sorry for DL's wife because you sucking the dick of a coward. She did say, and I know families are off limits in comedy. She did say that after she said it. So she knew.
Shani just don't want to say Mo was wrong. Wow.
That was an off limit thing.
I don't want to say that she was wrong, but y'all keep saying you're putting all of the blame on her. There was already confusion
the microphone.
when Can I
finish?
I can't talk either. I can't talk either.
I'm trying to see how DL is a problem, but go ahead.
I can't talk either. I mean, but really, what happened behind stage? Who said what? Nobody really knows except for the people that was there.
Monique said that she wanted DL to go on. He refused to go on.
Apparently, there was an issue. apparently there was an issue and some confusion if both of them got there and thought that they were supposed to headline.
So who's the issue?
Point blank. Period.
So who's the
problem
issue
is the issue is the promoter. The promoter is the issue. And like I said, as a promoter, if I decide I'm gonna book Cat Williams, I already know. Okay, well, if I book this nigga, then this might happen. This might happen. This might happen. And you know what? I got to deal with that as the promoter.
But then
because
why
Cat just gonna be Cat?
But why would you air me out if
you air Mike and Stacey out? Like, why would Stacey got to do?
Why are you airing me out if I'm supposed to be? If I came here and I'm the headliner and I'm under the impression that it's DL, it's Michael, Shawn, and friends, and then you blast me and talk about my wife is sucking a coward's dick. Now you're the same person who said it was cool for Will Smith to smack Chris Rock for the G.I. Jane joke.
So again, we don't know the additional things that happened behind the scenes, right? So when she went on stage, everybody caught it.
That's
it wasn't
not right.
DL. Everybody caught it.
Yeah, but that's not right.
That night.
But that's not right.
Facts.
There's a lot of things that aren't right. But when you feel like when standing in your truth means that you are standing in what you believe, and standing up for what you believe is right or wrong.
Standing in your truth does not give you the liberty to be unprofessional and an asshole. Just because you use the truth does not mean standing in your. But you're taking shots. You're taking shots at somebody who didn't even do it.
So, but listen to what you just said, because we don't know what transpired between her and DL behind the scenes. On this particular situation, right?
She said
we don't know.
She said she just wanted him to go. He said no, he's not.
But we don't know what the verbal exchange. We don't know the verbal exchange that happened. Talking to people, that happened behind the stage is what I'm saying. Right. So outside of all of that, she got up there and she let everybody have it who she felt was in the situation, right? Or who did something wrong, or who tried to fuck her over, right? So what I'm saying is, if I'm living in my truth in that moment, and I feel like, yes, this is my moment, I'm gonna air y'all out because I feel like I want to be transparent. It doesn't make it wrong. You can't say, oh, she's wrong because she chose that moment to be transparent with the world.
You know what, Mo? We do have a responsibility in our job to be professional. You do have a responsibility. When you make that much money, when somebody pays you that much money, you do have a responsibility to be professional. That's all I'm saying. Like, you don't just get to be able to do whatever the hell you want because you mad. That's childish. We're not kids.
Well, I'm not saying doing whatever you want.
She did. That's what she did.
If I feel like I'm standing in my truth and standing up for what I believe in and standing up for myself, you don't get to dictate when.
So what happens if you're wrong, Mo? What happens if you're wrong?
You don't get to dictate when that moment is. So we're talking about standing.
You do. Your boss gets to dictate your truth
verbally. I'm talking about verbally. I ain't talking about putting your hands on nobody. I'm talking about verbally. If I feel like today I want to talk about how y'all are playing the shit out of me and I'm tired of it, right? You don't get to dictate whether I'm right or wrong because I'm standing up for myself and what I believe in at this moment.
You're
so
dictating.
You don't get to dictate. You don't get to dictate.
I get to dictate one thing. You're shooting shots at the wrong person that didn't do it.
So how do we know that that's the wrong person?
He didn't do it.
If you watch the Detroit show, she started off with talking about the promoters and why she wasn't going to come out, but because of the fans, she didn't want to do that to them, and she broke it all the way down again.
Crackheads stand in the truth too, but that don't make it right.
But it's their truth. You can't tell nobody what their truth is. You can't do that.
You can't tell somebody how they feel.
You can tell what you can have your opinion on if the facts come out and the facts are that D.L. Hughley was supposed to be the headliner. That's just what it was. Like, you can say the truth all you want. If you want to say the truth, if the contract says the highest paid performer is D.L. Hughley, he's going to be the headliner.
That doesn't mean that her contract didn't read that she was the headliner, and that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter what normal practices are.
It doesn't matter what normal practices is. Because you just said it doesn't matter what normal practices.
Not when you got contracts. Not when it's in black and white. I mean, y'all acting like what killed me is y'all acting like this shit don't happen in real life. And you know promoters do old crazy stuff like this, and then sit there and try to act like, oh, well,
the issue is she went after DL and his wife. That's the issue.
He didn't do it.
It wasn't his fault. He didn't damn sure it wasn't his wife's fault. So why are they catching all them bullets when the issue is the promoter? That's the throwing me off.
So again, whatever transpired between her and DL behind the scenes, none of us know.
So is it cool? So let me ask you something, Mo.
None of us know.
In his truth, since she was speaking her truth, was it cool to say that his wife was sucking a coward's dick? Was that cool?
And I think that she realized that, and that's why she
too late after you say it.
Right after she said that.
Yes, it's too late after you said it.
She said, I know that talking about people's family in comedy is off limits.
I'm all for speaking the truth.
I'm not saying that in her saying that she was wrong. What I'm saying is, if you look at the overall reasoning of why she was coming at DL, because we don't know what happened between them, and if we don't know, and I'm not saying she's right, Kamari, in that. I'm not saying that, Kamari. What I'm saying is, overall, you're saying that it was unprofessional in that moment for her to do what she did.
Yes.
You're also saying that because DL's contract read that he's the highest paid performer, that automatically negated whatever Monique's contract read as far as her being the headliner.
But she wasn't.
He even had the show lineup, Mo. You know how like you go to shows.
He had the lineup.
And it shows you who's performing, how many minutes.
She talked about the contract. You can line Boo Boo the Fool up in front of me. But if my contract says I go before Boo Boo the Fool, then that's what it says. And let's not act like men don't get paid more than women in any genre.
Here we go.
It doesn't matter.
Thank you.
Comes out first or
not. Ellen DeGeneres gets paid more than most comedians. Wanda Sykes gets paid more than most men comedians out there that are rocking right now. Let's not listen. I understand that
they get paid more than you. They get paid more than you, but I bet Wanda Sykes ain't paid more than Chris Rock or Will Smith.
And she
shouldn't get paid more than them. So I mean, no, it's the same. It's the same thing all the way around. Y'all like make it. That's amazing to me. You're like Kamari on this. Two wrongs don't make it right. Two wrongs don't make it right when it ain't you. When somebody
the problem is every time a conversation happens, if the woman is wrong, the first thing y'all veer off. Y'all veer off.
Regardless of gender,
was she unprofessional?
Somebody is right. Then I'm gonna say that
she wasn't right.
If somebody's wrong, I'm gonna say they're wrong. But when it comes to standing up for yourself and what you have believed that somebody has done to you, yes, if I might give my opinion, but my opinion is subjective because
you have a job to do, Mo. You're not gonna do that at your organization event.
Something that's how you feel. You are the owner.
I want to ask you, Mo,
your own feelings.
If I sat there
and validate what you feel.
If I sat there and there was a problem and I was performing at your event, right? And you ain't had nothing to do with it, but this is your event, and I decide that I'm gonna do
on debates.
and I'm gonna sit there and I'm literally women can never
because they shifted. They get paid more.
No. And I get on there now, and you ain't got nothing to do with this. And I go on there and I decide to use your event to get my rant off for 10 or 12 minutes. Is that professional on my part when you book me?
Is it professional if you?
Yes. If I ran it on something that you ain't have nothing to do with.
Technically, you don't have a show without me. If you breach the contract, I am your show.
All I want to know
you can say I'm putting on a show as a
I just asked you, would that be professional? I just asked you, would that be professional?
Counsel, tell your client to answer the question.
So again,
that's all I want to know.
I watched the Detroit show, and she said she still was doing the show.
Wow. We'll move on. We can move on to the next subject.
I am checked. She never answered the question.
I'm taking one out of J Black book. I ain't answering the question.
I sat there, and when Monique
turned down, not even talk.
When Monique turned down that $500,000 for Netflix, I was in her corner. I said, if you believe that you're worth more than $500,000, even though and I'm not even being disrespectful here. I don't believe she's worth $500,000 because she does not sell out theaters on her own. And that's just a fact. But if you believe that you're worth more than $500,000, I sat there and said, well, God damn it, then turn it down. But my thing is, you can't do this. You can't literally, what you tried to do was sabotage the show so that when DL comes out, you're going to make it so that it's going to be whack for everybody who paid.
Every comedian knows that. Look,
and that is the problem I have with that situation.
Yep.
Understandable.
That's all I'm saying.
Understandable.
And then on both their sides, and this is on both their sides, white comedians don't do this shit. They don't air this shit out on Instagram. They get their lawyers, and their lawyers hash it out and decide who's going to pay who for damages. Like, who's going to pay who right now? Like, to me, that is just ridiculous what they did. And I'm taking that from Jay Phillips, who I think was the most rational person on Instagram, for saying what he said, that the fact that y'all put this dirty laundry out like that is just embarrassing for us. We're not supposed to be talking about this in front of them.
So you're saying that you're saying that she broke the unwritten code that you have in the comedic world of exposing some of the things that go on.
And I'll tell you why, because Live Nation, the biggest promoters, the biggest company, this is the shit that they'll use when it's time to start, when they're booking us. This is the shit that they'll start using to be like, this is why we don't fuck with them. This is what happened.
You're gonna be posting all our contracts all on social media.
You're gonna post the contracts now on there, and now everybody knows that our contracts say, even though I didn't even know that shit was in a contract. Like, I need that in my contract one day. Like, I really want that in my contract.
Send it over. I'll revise it.
No, I don't even care if I'm only making $500 and the other person's making $499. I just wanted to say the highest paid artist on the show is me.
I just came across some of your old contracts, Mike.
You did? Are you serious?
So much.
Are you joking?
From the Black College, well, you remember that's how we met, the Black College comedy tour. Is how me and Michael Shawn met. I used to have to meet Michael Shawn. I used to have to bring Mike Blacks in his checks.
Yes.
And some of y'all, Ronnie Long, some of y'all used to be like, I need my own hotel room. I need this, that, and the third in my room. I used to read them writers and be like, what? He want what?
We're gonna move on from this, and I'm not gonna say no names. Right?
I got all the tapes.
She got the tapes for real. There was one college tour, and we were in the van, and we were like, the place was nice that the person had set up. Like, I gotta tell you, the person who did set us up for everything.
Shout out to Flex in Miami.
He always came through. Like, we never had a problem with checks. We never had a problem with flights. We never had a problem with room.
Because I booked them.
Well, then it was you. Our shit was nice. Like the one spot. But we were in the van one day, and we get up the plane, and we in the van, and we stay in. It's like one of those condo hotel things where it's got an upstairs and downstairs. It's got a kitchen. Yeah, it's got a kitchen. Yeah. So this dude is like, I need my own room. What if I want to jerk off?
Yes.
What?
And we won't say who that was. We won't say the name.
That's hilarious.
Let's say the name.
Pause.
Dog, but he said it like 6 times. And we're like, what?
The things that go on comedy tours behind the scenes. On the road is crazy. Yes.
Oh, now let me tell y'all.
That was a good one.
We got to wrap in like a couple minutes too, but go ahead.
Oh shit, we got to wrap. Y'all got to see this thing on TikTok. I didn't get the guy's name. He's a pianist, right? And he was a pianist for Lauryn Hill. Mm-hmm. I don't know if y'all saw this.
Mm-hmm, I did.
So he aired out and he goes, like Lauryn would literally have one of the best bands. You know, she'd have one of the best bands that you could get in America. Like, she'd get the best bands. Okay. She said, and then you'd go on tour and she'd start auditioning people to replace people on the band while you were on tour.
You'll be off in Cincinnati, sir. You won't be going home.
So he said they were in Tokyo or something, right? And they were holding, so the band members were like, they're holding auditions in the hotel lobby. Like, people are coming and playing the bass and the drum. So the pianist said, I got my money. He said, my career, I should have his name. I'm sorry, I don't have his name, y'all. He said, my career is flourishing. I don't need this, right? He said, I know she needs me. He said, because the show's tomorrow and can't nobody learn.
Pop in
and learn everything. So he said he was eating, I don't know, he was eating a burrito or something. He said he was eating, right? And they said, he said, oh, so check this out. After I'm done this, I'm going home. Like, I'm not dealing with this. Like, I'm out of here. Y'all wanna audition people. So then they got to do rehearsals. Obviously, they were like, no, we don't want you to. He goes, and then they tell me when we go to rehearsals, when she walks in, remember, you have to call her Miss Hill and you can't look her in the eyes.
I remember them days hearing those stories.
I thought that was just a rumor. And the dude was like, no. She said, the guy said, don't look her in the eye and call her Miss Hill. So when she walks in, she tells him there's a change that she wants. And purposely he goes, okay, Lauren. He said, because she called me by my first name. Right. So I'm going to call her by her first name. Then this is the one that fucked me up, because I'm a Lauryn Hill fan. He was like, it's amazing how a person will act this cocky when she stole the entire Uneducated album from somebody.
Ooh. That's what he said? That's what
he said, I know the people who made that album.
That's a hard jab.
Man, I should have sent it to you. But you know how this TikTok thing, I would have sent it to you, and then y'all would have seen some girl twerking. Yeah,
yeah, because we don't get your TikTok. I don't know.
I gotta figure out how to get this, because y'all have to see this. Like this, and it's on a podcast. It's not 95 South. It's on a podcast, and it was 97. It might have been a radio station. The dudes might work at a radio station in Houston, Texas. All right, we got to get out of here, because Rodney.
So, did you save that TikTok? You saved it to your favorites?
I tried. I put it somewhere. I emailed myself. I'm gonna check my emails. I emailed myself with it, and because I was like, I need y'all to see this.
Screen recording works best too.
Oh, okay. And then one more thing, because when we gonna do what we talked about last week?
I gotta go to the motor vehicle today. We can do it tomorrow.
Okay. We can do it tomorrow. I'll talk to y'all about it. You and Mo and Jay.
Okay.
Let me find out you getting married and you got some type of car deal going on.
I would not be the first person.
I've been going.
And you know what? Interesting. Is damn, I can't ask you this live. Is the show live?
Yeah, we live. You can't. We're live.
Okay. If there's anybody who knows more than me at all, is Rodney Perry. Rodney Perry knows the ins and outs.
Hey, hopefully he hits on his Monique DL thing.
He might jump on it. JP is actually gonna be on the show today, so we'll get to hear what he said. Pretty sure he will probably bring it up on his own.
All right. So Rodney Perry Live is up next. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you, Mo. We're so happy to have you back.
I'm so happy to be back.
Yeah, we had 2 hours. Yeah, Rodney Perry.
Kamar.
Sorry, Kamar.
See you though, Kamar.
We'll get you on tomorrow. We'll continue the onslaught tomorrow. Everybody have a great day. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. And understand there's only one thing in life, and guaranteed it will end. So enjoy every minute. Enjoy every second. You fight for every single thing, including who's going to be the headliner. Fight for your happiness. And never let anybody take it from you. Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends, y'all. Yeah.
Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top.